Hey everybody, it's Annie here with another episode of the Makeup Diaries. I just got back from my Minnesota trip to celebrate my Minnesota friend's wedding. Yeah, coming. But now I have to go to the doctor. I will explain more once I'm back. Okay, so I'm back from the doctor. Let's start again. After the trip to Minnesota, Pateris, my dad, came back and he wasn't feeling so well.
Dad thinks he might be coming down the mountain.
Oh. And then the next day, like the day we came back, he went to the doctor. They were like, oh, you basically have like pneumonia. That following day, everyone else, Katie, my mom, myself, all feel eh. Now, when my family is not feeling well, we have very different ways to cope with it. My mom is very much the hero. She, like, doesn't want to be, but she'll, like, be the one who's like, okay, I'll sacrifice myself and go to the grocery store. And Katie becomes very cranky when she's sick. And my dad, he's like, oh, like, I'm strong, I'm capable, but then, like, once he finally gives in to being sick, he's like a big baby about it, very dramatic. He like walks in, he's like, do you think I'll be better by tomorrow? No. He throws his medicine across like the counter, and then I know that I don't feel 100%, but I'm the person who likes to, I don't want to say fake it till I make it, but now I do not feel 100%. Out of everyone in the family though, I feel, I think, the best, or at least that's my little secret. And I try and like mental map my way out of feeling bad. Even though I am a little sicky, I am going to kind of go through how you can still be iconic or still feel iconic when you're sick. To start off, I'm gonna place, this is like a eucalyptus and peppermint oil on my chest, kind of open up the sinuses. It smells good. Katie has vapor rub, but I'm not going to ask her for the vapor rub. So that's just what I'm going to do, and because everyone in the family's sicky, I'm going to lather it on. So I went to the doctor. We went to one clinic, and they were like, oh, you have to have an appointment, and we're like, I'm also going to place this oil behind my ears. Anyway, we went to another like 24-hour walk-in ER, and they got us in, and they basically were like, well, technically it doesn't seem like you're sick yet, so we'll prescribe you stuff, but just take like Mucinex D right now. Like, oh my god, like what they give medicine-wise to women versus men going into the doctor is literally insane. Next thing I'm going to do is skincare. This is Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and I'm just gonna, it's a setting spray, not a sealing spray, which people get confused. A setting spray is more gonna just like kind of mist, give you more of like a, I don't want to say dewy look, but it's just gonna like refresh your face, where a sealing spray basically seals your makeup. Like that is what your finishing sealing spray is. Next, I am gonna go with the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Moisture Essence. It's basically, I think, a toner, but it just makes my face feel extra moisturized. Oh my god, my face feels so dry right now, and icky, and like, oh, I hate being sick. We're trying to reverse feeling sick. Lots of serum today, guys. Really lathering on that serum. I use the MAC serum. And make sure you get your lips as well. Okay, my like tower is kind of falling. I'm gonna fix it real quick. So the craziest thing happened. We're going to get some food. I'm looking like I got up, just went to the doctor, didn't wash my face. Don't even think I put deodorant on, but you know what, I wasn't really smelling, so like, yay, at least that. But like, you know, like bare minimum, hadn't even brushed my hair, like really, really bad. Like, all I did was brush my teeth. So I'm looking like I'm sick. And I'm like, I really don't want to be out. Like, what if the paparazzi get me? Like that kind of stuff. Obviously joking, but not at the same time. Moisturizer next. And this guy comes into the shop and, you know, he might be about my age. And I'm like, okay, like, I'm just waiting for them to basically call up my order so I can, like, take it home and go about my day. And he's like, hey, or something. And I'm like, whatever, be polite. So I'm like, hey, back, you know. And then he's just like, how are you? He's making direct eye contact with me. And I'm like, oh, good, good. I thought this was just like a smile to be polite, because we're right by the door. And I turn back and Katie's like, he was flirting with you. I have not had that much intense eye contact since the time Katie and I, this was when we were really young, maybe like the age of 8. But I feel like 8 is always my go-to age when I tell a story. We were at like the Starbucks inside our local Target. We were sitting there and we were like by the window for when people walk in. So we're like, oh my gosh, like let's smile at people. And they get like basically like we're gonna basically rate them in our heads. Like they're good if they smile back, they're bad if they don't. Just whatever stupid game kids play to entertain themselves. So this was the game we played. And I smiled at this guy because Katie and I would take turns. So there's like this younger boy and I smiled at him. And then the rest of the time he was just standing by like your carts. He had like a tablet and his mom I guess was going off doing grocery shopping and stuff. He was just smiling at me like, and I was like, oh my god, this kid will not stop smiling at me. What did I do? 8-year-old panicking. I've never had such intense eye contact. And like, I'm back like today. I leave and like he smiles, he says something. I don't know what he said because like I wasn't like clocking like, oh, you're about to talk, let me put my listening ears on. And so I just like, I'm like, you too. It was weird. And he had a weird outfit on too. Like his collar went up high like he was a pastor or something. I don't know. Strange. Very strange day. Sorry about that. I realized that was quite a long story time with Annie. The next thing we are going to do, and I find this to be the most important thing that when I'm feeling sick, I like to do to feel refreshed. And that is put chapstick on. Because y'all, I don't know if you can tell, my lips right now are really bad. I love my space camp. I have coined myself the camp counselor for space camp because I am such a big fan and endorser, like non-paid endorser of the product. And so it breaks my heart, but I can't wear it because I don't want to like make this one my contagious one, you know? And we're going back to the Laneige. We're going to take a good clump, the lather, put on your lips. See? Cleaning it afterwards. This might be silly, but I take a little spoolie and I just brush out my brows. So I'm going to take off the towel. Oh my god, no! That's embarrassing. But anyway, I guess that's real life. I'm going to use It's a 10. I usually use the Unite 7-second detangler, but right now I have It's a 10 and it works just nice. Just as nicely. And I'm going to brush out my hair. Also, why I don't think my dad technically has pneumonia. I think he has like bronchitis or something. Fun fact about me, when I was younger, like all the way up to like I feel like the age of 8, I had pneumonia every year, like maybe twice. Insert a photo of me going into an ambulance because there's one day it was really bad. I'm going to take my comb and I'm going to pull my hair back. If I'm on the couch, the last thing I want to do is have my hair down. And then basically, if I'm sleeping this way or if I'm laying this way and then my hair gets tangled, then I get grumpy because I'm like, I'm just a slob. So anyway, I went to like the hospital and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. The doctor, he was like, my name's Mickey Mouse. And I remember thinking like, who are you lying to? Why I bring up Monsters vs. Aliens was that was my favorite movie at the time. And so they were like, we're gonna get you better. And I just was like, probably on drugs, and I was laying back in the little hospital bed, and I was like, let's kick this thing down. Because I'm pretty sure the, what's his name, photo of who I'm talking about says it in the trailer. Hair is back in a nice pony. So yeah, that's kind of this video. I'm sorry it's been a little lame, but you know what, I'm not going to feel like this, because now when I look in the mirror, I look a little bit more lively, and that's going to trick my brain, and I'm going to get better soon. My goal is to be better before everyone else in my family is better, but of course I don't wish that upon them. I hope they have a speedy recovery too. But this is just my little hack, and you know, if you're feeling run down, or if you are sick right now, because most of us kind of tend to get that way by the end of the year, I hope this video has been in somewhat of a way helpful, maybe even just comforting you. I hope you feel better soon, and I hope you are getting ready for the holidays or just the end of the year, wrapping up 2024. I love y'all so much, and I'll see you when I see you next. Bye, my icons.